Hello, hello, hello. I am standing here today amidst these golden waves of, well, barley in this case, because we are going to talk about waypoints. Yes, that's right, waypoints. And no, I'm not talking about the little marks that you make on your map here. Those are indeed waypoints. However, this is much, much cooler. Alright, let's not waste any time. This is how you make a waypoint block. It requires an ender pearl and 5 smooth stone. Not cobblestone, of course, smooth stone. And that gives you a waypoint block. I've lined up to make 4 of them, so I'm just going to go ahead and make those. You need 4 of these. Actually, you need 8 of these, really, for, this to be anything other than pointless. You need 8 of them. However, I'm going to start with 4. Why? Because I've already made a waypoint somewhere else in this world. And the cool thing about waypoints is you create them and then you are able to teleport in between them. Whoops. There we go. Oh, you know what? Also, I'm going to go ahead and switch to survival. Because this, well, I just want to do this in survival. Anyway, so you make a waypoint like so with 4 waypoint blocks. Then you stand on top of it. This is important. You stand on top of it. You right-click the waypoint. The first time you do this, you need to create a name. So, well, we can just call this waypoint base, for example. All right, and then hit OK. And you'll see I've created one other waypoint already. And you can make a whole list of these, and you can, once the list gets longer, you can drag them up or down. But we're going to go to the Mesa waypoint by clicking on that. Of course, I could have also just selected the Go To button. And my computer, being what it is struggling a bit to try to load. There we go. Try to load here, and you'll see I'm in the Mesa biome on the waypoint that I already created. This is incredibly awesome because you can carry a stack of these with you wherever you go when you're exploring. And let's say you're looking for a village, and I've done this, and you travel like 2,000 meters to find this village. You finally find the village. That's like a 2 to 3 day trip in Minecraft by foot. Now, if you're flying, obviously it's faster, but okay, let's say it's further away than that. It's still a hassle to get there. So these waypoints are awesome because you can set one up and boom, you're there, you're back, no problem. Now, why do I have this set up? Simple, because one of my first questions when I found out about this was, what about the Archimedes ships? Can I set up a waypoint on the Archimedes ship and then just teleport to any of the waypoints I've left out in the world from wherever I am? If I have like an exploration ship, which I might do actually, I think that's kind of cool. And I can explore the world from it and have a little, basic base set up with my crafting stuff and some basic materials and chests and furnaces, things like that. And then and it'll look cool and it'll be a little bit functional too. It's sort of a mobile base. Whoops, 1 second here. My computer's overheating. I will be right back. Okay, sorry about that. That does seem to happen almost every episode now. Yes, that's how you know that summer is here. My computer overheats even when it's not rendering video. Anyway, as I was saying before, mobile base with Archimedes ships, which is awesome. Yes, so can I have a waypoint on there? The answer is a qualified yes. And actually, I don't need that because I was in creative mode when I set down the original waypoint. I'm going to set one up here and show you what happens. Okay. Obviously, I'm just going to call this mobile waypoint, or mobile, because why do we need to do anything more than that? And I'll just teleport to the Mesa one right here. There we go. See, we're already here. So yes, you can do that. Now, the question, of course, is what happens when you move the ship. So let me show you what happens when you move the ship. Moving away, moving away, moving away. And I'm going to bring us to a stop here. And then, I wonder, when I dismount, I wonder if this is going to throw me off. Nope, good. They can be a little buggy at times. Okay, everything looks all right, right? You right-click. Oh, I have to rename the waypoint. Yes, so you will have to rename your waypoint every time you use it if it's on a ship that moves. So I'll go to the Mesa, and you can see it still works. This is great. However, this is why I said this is a qualified yes. Notice I just went in a straight line. Watch what happens when I say turn. Okay, I'm going to just turn over this way, because you're going to turn. It's going to happen. Okay, and then we're going to stop, and then we're going to dismount. Oh, and it threw me off. Yeah, like I said, they're buggy. They're awesome, but for some reason they like to throw you off every so often. But I have Bat Morph, and you can fly this in Morph, no problem. But we're not here to talk about Archimedes ships. We're here to talk about waypoints. Oh, what happened? The waypoint got messed up. You can see the borders are all screwy. Well, I'm going to right-click, stand on it, right-click. No, it's not working. However, if I do this and say I turn back to the direction that I was when I first placed the waypoint, and by the way, if you do not already know this little trick, use the equals key to align your ship with the grid, and then just shift to dismount, of course. Okay, now it looks fine again. So basically, as long as the waypoint is still oriented in exactly the same way as it was when it was first created, it will work. Now, I moved it, so I'm going to have to rename it again. Let me just cancel that. I'm going to have to rename it again, but it will work. So you might choose, just for convenience sake, so you don't have to always worry about which direction your ship is oriented, you might choose just to keep your waypoint blocks on board in a chest. And then you just break them up with a pick and then replace them every time you need to use them. So I'll just call this waypoint 2. I'll go to waypoint base. And of course, I'm going to take a little while to get loaded here again. But yes, so waypoints, they are awesome. They are incredible. So you find that village, you set down a waypoint, you go back to base, and you can go back to the village whenever you want. Or anywhere. Oh, yes, dimensions. I almost forgot. This does work across dimensions. I haven't tested it in the end, but at least in single player world, it does work in the nether, so no need for a nether portal once you set one up initially. On the moon, and this is Attack of the B Team, keep in mind. Haven't tested Mars, but I have no reason to believe that it wouldn't work in Mars, or on Mars. And again, I haven't tested the end, but I have no reason to believe it would not work in the end. So this, oh yes, and in the Tropicraft realm, it does work in Tropicraft, which is awesome because it's a real hassle to go back and forth with the Tropicraft mechanism every single time. It's fine for creating the portal and getting there initially, but you want to set down a waypoint. Oh yes, and the other thing that I don't want to forget to mention, this, as great as this is, oh, now we have rain, fun. I think that's the world's way of telling me to wrap it up. Anyway, as great as this is, I'm not sure how this works on multiplayer servers, but I do know I've taken my single player world and opened it to LAN, and had someone else join me, and although they do work for the other person, it behaves as if they're setting it down for the first time every time they, or the first time they try to use it. So if I were to invite you onto my world right now, you'd come over to this, you'd right-click on it, and there would be no other waypoints. See, right now I have 3 waypoints, including the one I'm on. There would be no other waypoints for you. You would actually have to manually go to the other waypoints and initialize them and name them each to set up your own network. A little bit of a hassle, so that's where the Advanced Portals 2 still comes in handy. But for single player, this is certainly I think this is a great thing, and it could even work on a multiplayer server if just everyone uses them for their own different network. They don't have to have the same network. Anyway, I hope that was helpful. We're reaching the end of the day here in this world. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. If you liked and enjoyed this episode, please signify by clicking like there on YouTube, and by all means, share it with your friends, family, anyone you like. If you don't like them, hey, you know, keep this a secret. But yes, absolutely, I appreciate your support, appreciate your watching, and subscribe so you don't miss any videos. Attack of the B Team is an incredible mod pack. I have said it again and again. I really, really, really recommend it. It's a lot of fun, and as you can see, waypoints. Just another way to make your life easier in this particular mod pack. So, until you see me next time, happy crafting!